Hello friends and potential friends. Well, today is Friday, November 11th, 2022. About 11:30 in the morning. I'm finally getting out moving around a little bit more. Nicole is on her way out. The center of rotation, I just checked, is up in northern Georgia now, bothering my friends up along the east coast. But we still have a few breezes here and there. The rain quit yesterday morning, but it stayed pretty windy all day yesterday. But to make it real short and quick, I don't have a whole lot of major damage. I do have plenty of moss I gotta pick up again. Story of my life. Moss piled up on everything, but the containers are doing good. Everything got watered good. The salad towers are sprouting up nicely. Don't have any major trees to deal with, but there are some minor ones. I'll show you some of them in a minute. But the garden itself looks pretty much the same as it did a few days ago. Pineapples have a little bit more moss in them. Tomatoes have a little bit more moss in them. I did have to come out here and tie a couple more of these up this morning. But for the most part, they fared pretty well. Still got plenty of blossoms and plenty of small tomatoes in the romas. Sweet potatoes from slips are doing good. Rosemary's got plenty of moss in it. So does my dragon tree back there. It seems to collect the moss. But I'll just slowly pick at it till I get it all cleaned up again, and hopefully they won't throw another storm at us. Season's getting close to an end, so if I'm lucky, we might be good. Sweet potatoes from seed are producing seeds all over the place, which means they will be around again. Yeah, sweet potato seeds. Oh, the comfrey's doing good. These tomatoes are doing pretty good. A couple of them are suffering, but most of them are doing good. The okra's still here, and I still have that one big one that I'm going to be getting seeds from. My greens bed is doing pretty good. Looks like most of them are coming along nicely. Got a few more wheat or leaves that have been added on as mulch, so I'll take that. Oh, except for these ones. Those are Japanese rain tree, I believe. And if you leave them in the garden, you'll have little Japanese rain trees growing all over the place. In fact, that's what a lot of that back there is, because I haven't been able to get in there and finish cleaning that out yet. But these tomatoes over here are doing real good. Let's see, these are the Floridads, and we do still have some tomatoes on there. Yeah, I think you can see those. Still have a lot of blossoms. They keep putting on suckers. And I need to get out a few more tomato cages for these other smaller ones up here, because most of them are laying over a little bit. But that's not a big deal. The plants or seedlings that I have in the lab are just about ready to come out and fill up this bed. More Romas. More Romas in the making. And these ones are the garden peach. And we have some garden peach tomatoes coming on. These ones are for eating, not for seed saving. And out here we have a few more garden peach tomatoes in containers. And they're growing suckers faster than I can keep up with them. But they seem to be happy. Didn't get beat up too much. Same with the patient's garden. It's hard to tell when the patient's garden gets beat up or not because it always looks like it's been beat up. But as I keep saying, one of these days I'm going to straighten this out. And maybe at that same time I'll get the rest of the moss out of them. Oh, back in the back, the mini orchard looks pretty much the same as it did before the storm. Things are still a bit shredded from Hurricane Ian, but they're still growing. And things aren't looking too bad out there. So overall, I got lucky. I know there's a lot of damage over on the beach side, but not a whole lot of damage here. I mean, I've got some smaller trees back in the back corner I need to clean up and take care of. I definitely need to trim these trees that are hanging over the house because that tends to clog up my water catchment a little bit. And one thing I did notice after the storm is that a bunch of vines got pulled down over here enough to where I can see that that chinaberry tree is dead. And it's going to have to come out of there. Because if it falls on its own, it'll probably take out this corner of the house. And I can't have that happen. But right now, it looks as if it may be at least partially holding up that one oak limb that's hanging out there. So I'm going to have to do some trimming on that too. But that will come in time. Hopefully enough time to where it doesn't do any damage. And there's the sweet sound of chainsaws. I've been hearing a lot of that over the last month. But overall, I can't complain. Things worked out pretty well for me. Yep, all the fur babies made it through okay. There's licorice. And there's Mamba coming out to visit. And there's Snowflake. Hello, Snowflake. I tried to get these two to come inside, but they just did not like that idea at all. So they went and found their own places to stay safe during the storm. Let me walk out front real quick and we'll finish this off with the green stalks out on the front porch. Okay, out on the front porch, got these two towers. Garden peach tomatoes at the bottom took a little bit of a hit. I had moved these up against the house for the storm, so they were pretty well sheltered, but not completely. So I have to work on tying some of them up a little bit better. The Swiss chard and the rest of it seems to be popping up well. The salad tower is still doing well, growing nicely, giving me a leaf here and there. overall, nope, I can't complain at all. So that's a quick update, just to let everybody know that I survived the storm. Unlike a lot of people around here, I'm glad I don't have beachfront property. But I shall see you on the next one.